Hey guys, Coach Keith Keppner here. I help people go from beginner, intermediate, advanced, and I help them get to the next level in boxing. In this video, I'm going to talk about why speed doesn't matter. I'm going to tell you two ways why it doesn't matter. Now, why should you listen to me? Well, I've been a professional boxing coach for about 15 years, worked with amateur and professional, and then I've also boxed myself. I was coached by my father, Doc Keppner, who was a professional boxing coach for multiple decades, and then he was coached and trained by Chuck Bodak, who worked with over 50 world champions, and Chuck was the Olympic coach for Muhammad Ali. And so that's what my father taught the lineage of, and that's what I teach the lineage of as well. Now let's talk about why speed doesn't matter. Now, of course, I can hear right now people saying, yeah, well, speed does matter, right? If you're slow as dirt and I'm faster, I'm going to get you. You see it all the time. Absolutely. You're correct. If everything is equal, then speed does matter. But we can make speed not matter with enough skill and enough knowledge, all right? The number one thing, I'm going to give you two, but the first one is the idea of timing. Now, we've all heard this one, right? We've all heard this. Timing beats speed. But what does that really mean? If you're a beginner, you probably don't know what the hell that means, right? Or maybe if you're not a beginner, you still might not really know what the hell that means. You know the words, but what do the words mean? Let's parse it out. All right, so with timing, I oftentimes use the analogy of music, and I use the analogy of the upbeat or the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So if someone's shooting 1, 2, 1, 2, you go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and you shoot in between those punches, then with that simple timing, you can beat someone with speed because you catch them in between their punches. And even if they are really fast, it can be harder when they're really fast, but even if they are really fast, if you can hit that beat in between their punches, you get their rhythm, and they don't change the rhythm that much, then you can beat it. Now let's also talk about punch selection when we do look to beat somebody with timing. If you try to do a wide hook with someone to beat them with timing, it's probably not going to work, right? Because that time is going to be interfered with. Now, also, if we go for the body more, that allows us to do a couple things. One is, if we do it correctly and time it, we'll time them while they're breathing. But also, if someone's really fast, they tend to move their body a lot, right? It's hard to hit someone in the head. And if someone's really fast and they're throwing punches, that can be a challenging target. But that body is going to be way more available. And it's going to do two things. It's going to be more likely to be hittable, but also it's going to pay dividends as we go on. And even in a 3-round fight, if you start going after the body early, then it's going to slow someone down. Even if you hit their arms and that hits into their body, it can slow them down and break down their legs and their mobility. And now you've taken away a lot of their speed with timing and certain types of punches. But as far as headshots go, straight shots are typically going to be the best to, if you're not really feeling proficient with all your other punches, to break someone's timing up. Now, it's very important, though, with counters. I see this all the time. We will all have these built-in automatic counters we do. A left hook, a right uppercut, something that is your automatic counter. You need to have diversity with your counters. Don't just counter for the body. Don't just counter with the jab or counter with the straight right hand. We need to have variety with the counters, just like you have variety with everything else. So often, someone will have that one counter, and maybe it works once in a while, but most of the time it doesn't work. I see it all the time in the gym. Make sure you have variety with your counters. And then also, don't counter with one punch. Use that disruption of rhythm that you gained on the fast person, where you snapped their head up and controlled them, or hit them in the body and froze them up for half a second. That allows you to get other shots off and change the course and the flow of the fight. Don't just get that one shot and then they get to pick back up and maybe score on you 4 times after you hit them with that one shot. It's not enough, guys. You got to don't pot shot, use that one shot to get multiples, right? And if you're hitting someone 4 times and they're hitting you 1 time, you are winning, all right? Especially if you're blocking their one shot and you hit them 4 times, you are winning, all right? Now, before we go on to point number 2, guys, I have 42 days of boxing training that's going to start June 16th. 6 weeks of the sweet science, and it's for anyone of any level, beginners, intermediate, or even advanced. Every single day, I give you a combination to work on. I give you a footwork sequence to work on and a defensive sequence to work on, as well as road work and everything else. And it's designed in such a way that you can do it every single day. You're not going to burn out. You're not going to injure yourself or anything else. You and I communicate through an app. You get the video. You send me a video of you doing it. And guess what, guys? When you do that for a whole 42 days straight, you're building up amazing habits, everything else. So you get the benefit of that and increasing your boxing repertoire and also ingraining into your brain really just deep movement patterns that now become even more automatic than they already are. And particularly if you're a beginner, you need to do this, because think about it, if you only go, let's say, to learn something once a week or twice a week or 3 times a week versus the person that does it every single day for 42 days, there's quite a difference there, as long as that person doesn't overtrain, which is what this program is designed to avoid. Now, When you do that, you jump in on the program. I'm only doing it for 10 people, $249. That's only $5.95 a day, something like that. When you successfully complete it, then you get to apply that amount to do the elite level custom program with me, where I'll write you out exactly what you need to do day after day to get you to the next level. I'll review your sparring, review all of your films of everything you do, and give you a breakdown to help you break through your barriers that are holding you back right now. So check out that, guys, with the link. I'll see you there. All right, now, overspeeding. Okay, so speed isn't everything, and that's where overspeeding can be a big challenge. That's point number 2. If you only focus on speed, I see it all the time. People focus primarily or solely on speed, and when they throw their punches are not effective, their punches are sloppy, and all these other things. It is very important to have proper delivery of punches. Like I talk about in my videos about Chuck Bodak would say, proficiency of movement. Proficiency of movement trumps speed. Because think about some of these like martial arts guys that they can go woo and throw super fast, but there's nothing on it. Versus the person that's a little bit slower, but gets the proficiency of movement, bam, cracks them, gets a squeeze at the right time and everything else. So there's that fine line. Now, of course, this operates in certain parameters, right? You can have proficiency of movement and be so freaking slow that now there's no velocity, and then again, to my point, you can be so freaking fast that you're losing your proficiency of movement. And if you're more of a beginner or even intermediate, because all the time, whether someone is like a nationally ranked amateur or even a professional fighter, not hitting with the knuckles, different things like that, little basic stuff that good coaches work on for those people at that level. So you at your level, whatever you are, this applies to you. Listen, all right? Proficiency of movement, getting the punches correct. Trying to overspeed it is going to, like, one, it's going to make it when you throw fast punches, you get more tired, but 2, they're not going to be effective. And so what we want is proficiency movement, and over enough time, that equals speed. Okay, and that equals more power. And we hit that nice little middle ground of great speed and great power, all wrapped together, and energy efficiency, right? Another thing as well that is so important. All right, guys, now that you have the idea of how to throw punches and why speed isn't everything, and why timing and not overspeeding, avoiding those or focusing on the timing and not overspeeding are important to be aware of, and you have a little bit more parsed out detail on that. Now what you need to do is to know how to apply this in terms of counters, because that's where we need to shut down oftentimes the faster person. In order to do that, you need to watch this video right here, where I go over a wide variety of counters in many different circumstances, against many different stances and styles, and it's going to help you out tremendously. So I'll see you right there. Also, if you're not a channel member, consider becoming one, because I have a lot of different channel member videos that are only for you guys, and a lot of people get a lot of help from them. And then if you want to support the channel another way, you can buy me a cup of coffee with a super thanks. Make sure you click that like, comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I'll see you right here on this video. And I also want to see you on that 42 days of boxing training, guys.